District Sports Report. DC. District Sports Report. DC. Where them hustlers and them G's be. DC. In this game, the stakes is high. District Sports Report.
Hey, what's going on, DC family? This is the District Sports Report coming to you live. My name is Gregory Henderson. This is my right-hand man.
Uptown Waller, what's going on, DC?
What's going on, y'all? Here to report on all DC sports the way nobody else can. Coming at you with the Washington Wizards first as we close out this long, insufferable year. We got 3 games left on the slate. First game came against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, normally this late in the season, playoff teams like the Spurs would normally not play most of their players and pretty much just kind of lay down for you. But the Spurs got a lot to play for. They're battling for a playoff spot, sitting right now, I think 8th in the West.
Right on the border.
Right on the board. I think they're half a game ahead of OKC, and nobody wants to play the Warriors, so they got a lot to play for.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So the Spurs came in losing 5 of their last 8 games, so on a mini little slide there. So they're definitely trying to get back in the winning column as they try to get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, Pop been getting ejected like I don't know what, bro.
Hey, came into the game motivated to beat us, right? They basically ran us off the floor, man. I mean, they showed us that we are not on their level.
And while we're not in the playoffs.
Right.
So
they had 8 players in double figures, led by LaMarcus Aldridge with 24. Rudy Gay poured in 19. Bradley Beal, of course, led us with 25. My boy Thomas Bryant pitched in with 19, but wasn't nearly enough. It was over pretty much from the start. Spurs showed us what basketball is supposed to look like.
yeah, man, old school style, man.
You know?
Shout out to Manu too, man, on retirement, man. They had a big nice ceremony for you, bro. Shout out to you, man. Always looked up to y'all.
Hey, that's my favorite Argentinian, man. That boy was a beast.
Your favorite Argentina? Who your other favorite Argentina?
Ain't no other Argentina.
What you talking about, man?
Hey,
it's all good.
After the game, Wizards released Wesley Johnson, man. So Wesley, I appreciate what you did for us this year. Hey, you know, he was in a limited role.
I'm so sad, man.
Sharpshooter.
Even though we knew that was going to happen anyway.
Hey, you know, it was nice having you. Hey, you showed a lot of love to the kids during those junior Wizard sessions, man. I appreciate you, Wesley.
Yeah, we appreciate it too, man. But don't ride no more of this wood, man. You getting easy money. Ain't mad at you, don't play.
Riding leather and wood.
Ooh.
All right, next game, Sunday night, New York Knicks, Madison Square Garden. You don't know this, but we have been dominating the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, man. We are on a major streak. So coming into this game, the Knicks are in danger of going down as the worst Knicks team in history. Now, you know how bad the Knicks have been for a long time. They're bordering on kind of Wizard status. And so for them to be the worst team this year is pretty bad. The franchise record is 65 losses in a season. And right now they came into the game against the Wizards on Sunday with 64.
I know.
So to tell you this stat, which was pretty alarming when I found out, is that the Wizards have actually won 9 straight games at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. 9 straight games. This is a span of 6 years straight. We have not lost in New York. So it looked pretty good at first. The Wizards had a 13-0 run at the end of the 3rd quarter, which gave us a 10-point lead heading into the 4th.
Had me excited, dog.
Hey, look. I wasn't excited. I wanted to lose this damn game. So I'm watching this lead like, man, please come back, New York. Please come back. Wizard basketball guys, don't kill me. I want a good draft pick. I can't lie. So the Knicks did me a favor. They hit 5 threes to start off the 4th quarter. And it really kind of grounded us, man. The Wizards got outscored by 13 in the 4th, and we actually lost by 3, 113-110.
And we got beat by the 3 all year anyway. I mean, what was that? Houston had the most attempts or most makes. So, I mean, that's no surprise at the end of the season.
Hey, man, just to piggyback on that, you know Hazonia had 30 points.
Who?
His career high.
Who?
Hazonia.
Who?
You know who Hazonia is.
Yeah.
The boy that blocked the hell out of his LeBron shot.
Who?
That's probably what he's best known for right now.
Yeah, that's
hey,
all
man,
he's going to be known for.
This dude got a career high 30 points on us and hit the major 3 at the end to kind of ice the game. How many times, Waller, have we seen an average player get their career high on the Wizards?
Always, man. Always.
Play the Wizards, get all-star numbers.
Career numbers. Next game, get nothing. Because you don't do nothing when you go play somebody else, man. I bet
you
they
mark us on the calendar, bro. I'm gonna have a
I
good night tonight.
Look, I wonder what he had next game. Probably had 10 points.
Probably
if
less than that.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Brown getting a lot of minutes now, thank goodness.
Scott Brooks, it's always so late to just decide when he needs to do what he's supposed to do 20 games ago.
Well, he did come in with 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, so I was happy to see that. And he had a clutch 3 in the fourth. It was we were down 3, and he had a 3 to tie it, man, from the corner, so I was impressed with that.
Shit, we need another 3, Troy.
Uncle Jeff led us with 19. Thomas Bryant poured in another decent game with 17 and 7. He's really growing as a player. Hey, high flyer Devin Robinson got in the game. He had 10 points in 18 minutes. It was good to see him out on the floor. He's been kind of playing the G League most of the year. Scott Brooks, you know, could have used him a little bit.
And make sure we bring Jeff back. I mean, his energy alone and his veteran leadership is something we need in the locker room, man. So I really hope that they do the right thing and get him back, man, because we need him.
I really like Jeff Green, but I don't know if we're going to bring him back. You got to come back at the right price.
I mean, he's affordable to me. I mean, the older he gets, I mean, not to say his play is, you know, lessening, but, I mean, he should be affordable. He's somebody reliable.
Yeah, his stock really went up this year, man. I think other players, teams around the league noticed that he could be a contributor on a good team. He's a slasher. He's still getting above the rim, dunking on people. He can hit the 3. I like Jeff Green, man.
I do, too. That's why I want to keep him.
Last game of the season. I don't blame you. Boston Celtics, y'all, at home. Hey, finally in this misery. All right, the season's been pretty painful, and I mean literally painful. For Wall, dealing with the Achilles and hurting himself in the kitchen. Dwight Howard with the butt ache and the back ache and never getting on the floor. Only 9 games this year. I mean, my gosh. And I'm still feeling the pain and agony of losing Kelly Oubre, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. Really bad moves, man. Bad moves. But, you know, Oubre's gone, but Ernie is gone.
Hey, you got to be happy about that.
Thank you, Lord.
It lessens the pain. That's like a Robitussin.
15 years in a federal penitentiary. I mean, I'm sorry, Capital One, Verizon, whatever you want to call it, man. Thank God he is gone. He has been released. Oh, my God, man. Just thank God he's gone. I'm sorry, man. I'm just so ecstatic. Thank you, Lord.
Remember, what was it, Alice in Wonderland? No, Wizard of Oz, when they celebrated when the witch got killed in the whole
man. Oh, that's
that
how
was like
that
was like DC.
Man.
Ding dong, Ernie's gone.
I mean, Instagram, every bar went into
Yep.
Ernie's gone. I mean, and it was. I mean, it's sad, but it's really good to see. Like, it's still some loyal fans that really paid attention and saw, man, that his direction just wasn't in the right, you know, way. So,
bye, Felicia. All right, back to the Boston game. Came into the game with the 6th worst record in the league. All right, I'm happy about that because if we win, if we keep losing, we will secure the 6th best odds to get the #1 pick. If we won this game, we could beat the 9th worst team all the way up to the 9th worst odds. That's a big difference. So it's hard rooting against your team, you know, but I want ping pongs more than I want a meaningless win at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Right? It was like a G League game, man. It was like Boston didn't play any of their starters. No Kyrie, no Hayward, no Horford, no Smart, no nobody. I mean, only played was, who was the 2 players they played? Brown and Scary Terry.
you should know you was there.
I know, but I can't. I wasn't paying attention.
This dude, man.
Hey, Celtic starters were replaced by dudes I didn't even know. There's a lot of players on the floor I didn't even know their names. Beal played very limited minutes, and Brook let the young boys hold it down, which I was happy about. Hey, the Wizards, though, they surprised me, man. They led by double digits most of the game in front of a lot of Celtics fans. If you've ever been to a Boston Wizards game in Washington, you know that the seats are filled with green. It's just total Boston. So,
And Lakers, and who else? Do I need to go to other teams? Most teams that come here have more fans. We know that.
Yeah.
Of the popular team, Golden State, you know, so I'm here.
Boston actually buses kids that when I went to the game, it was buses coming in droves with Boston fans getting all coming from down.
For real?
Yeah, man, they don't play around.
They should have flattened the
They
tires.
travel for real.
They should have flattened the tires.
So we led by double figures most of the game, but the Celtics took the lead in the 4th quarter, much like the Knicks, and pulled it out 116-110. So the Wizards finished the season not with 50 wins, but with 50 losses. Finished the season 32-50. Now, if you remember any past show, I made a prediction that we would win 34 games. I was wrong by 2 games. We came in 2 games less. Pretty sad. All right. Memphis is 32-49. Yes, so they have a very similar record than the Wizards, and I really wanted to have a worse record than them. And they played Golden State tonight, and Golden State, of course, sat all of their players.
Thank you, Lord.
Thankfully, because they've already secured the top spot in the West.
Like they
and
always
Memphis
do.
beat their butts by 20 points, so we secured the worst record in the league, gives us the 6th best odds to land the top pick in the 2019 NBA draft. Let me tell you what that means. we have a 9% chance of getting the number 1 pick. That's right, we have a 9% chance of getting Zion Williamson. Slight, but it's real. And more importantly, we have a 37.2% chance of landing a pick in the top 4. That's a pretty good percentage. Now, a 4 pick will guarantee us a difference maker in this draft. You got the Duke stars coming out, Zion, Barrett, with Cam Reddish, but you also got the boy from Murray State, Jay Morant. So if we have a top 4 pick, you're guaranteed one of those 4 players, guaranteed to have a difference maker next year, guaranteed to have a potential all-star. I'm a little bit excited, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little bit excited. And Ernie's not making the picks.
I know.
So this should be very interesting. I think this is a time where we're rebuilding like we always do, but now we have a chance. You know, Jordan's not picking Kwame.
Nope.
Ernie's not picking Vesley or
Lord
whoever else. You know, so we really have a chance to really start rebuilding. I even heard today or yesterday with Wall, they had asked him if they drafted a point guard, you know, how would he feel? I mean, why would he feel any type of way? I mean, he's going to do what he got to do anyway, and he's still recovering. So we may need another point guard, even though Satoransky really did a good job, you know, replacing him. I really like what he did. But I just hope that we, you know, do a smart move, we find the right talent, and we build from there. And go in free agency and find us something, man. Like, you got to work, man. But more importantly, let's get a GM first before I even go there.
Well, the new GM, whoever it may be, I'm hoping it's the guy from Denver, Connolly.
Yeah.
Whoever comes in is going to come in knowing that we've been suffering here for a long time with a GM who was very incompetent. So you're going to know that this guy's going to come in ready to try to change us to a winning organization. So I'm really, really excited about the energy that hopefully they bring. Bradley Beal, we have to give this man props. He did something that no other Wizard or Bullet have ever done in the total history of this team.
What?
Averaged 25 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
I know, I saw it.
That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough.
It's pretty tough, man. And I mean,
that's all-star, all-NBA, big-time numbers.
And Wizards, guess what? Like I saw today as well. Give the boy the max contract. You can give it to him. He deserves it. He's come a long way,
He said he
man.
might not want it.
Yeah, why?
Because, you know, it's going to handcuff the team. If he gets that super max, we won't have any money to bring him any players so he can make the playoffs and hopefully win a championship. So I like the way he's thinking. He's saying right now, with the money I got right now, with the big contract I just landed, I'm living good. I don't really need that super max. So I like the way he's thinking. He's thinking team first, just like John Wall. Go ahead, draft the point guard. We know we're going to be without him all next year. He just basically came out in his exit interview and said he's not sure if he's going to play next year. So that tells me that he's most likely not. And he wants to be healthy. He came out and said that he's not been healthy since 2016-17 when he hit that shot in Game 6 against Boston. So, you know, a man that hasn't been healthy for almost 2 or 3 years now, and he's coming off an Achilles injury, he's going to think this man's going to give himself time to come back right. He's got a four-year contract, almost $40 million a year, so he ain't rushing to come back. It's not like he's trying to make some money. He got the money. All right,
man.
So he also said he's motivated by the naysayers. So Wall is reading all the press clippings, probably watching our show, hearing that he's not going to come back right from this Achilles because he's a player who relies on speed. So he's motivated. He's motivated, and he's saying that it's funny that everybody's counting him out, and he's going to come back and prove everybody wrong.
And I
hope so.
I really think he is, man. He has a lot to prove, and that really puts him in a spot where he can't do nothing but excel, man. So, you know, I really want to see what's going to happen. We can sit here and cry and complain about his contract and what we can do or can't do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, he had a horrible year. He was hurt. We know that. He dealt with a lot of things. He had a baby. It was a lot going on for him, so I can give him that much, man.
Yeah.
And he's giving us his heart, man, and I can say that.
One thing we never questioned about Wall is right here.
Yeah, it's his heart. That's one thing I won't ever question, man. One thing I can never say is I saw you really give up. There was times I saw you get frustrated, but I never really saw you give up, and that's why I respect you. Much as I love you and Bill in that backcourt like that, we got to do something, man. You need some help out there, or something has to change, man.
We need another star.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being real. It doesn't mean that somebody has to be shipped out because nobody's taking Wall's contract. We know that. And we're not saying that like we're stuck with you, but you need some help, bro. And for Bradley to step up and say that really shows that he'd rather win than get paid more.
Hey, Bill had the best season any Bullet or Wizard have ever had, and we won 32 games. What's that take? All right, who got next? The Washington Mystics got next. That's right. Tonight was the WNBA draft. It's time for the women to do their thing. The Mystics coming off their best season ever, making it to the WNBA Finals. And look, we got the number 10 pick. That's not bad for a team to make it to the finals.
And
we got a pick in the bottom.
10?
Yeah, man. So we're in good shape next year. All right, we got Della Dawn, who's an MVP candidate, coming back. You got Maryland Phenom star Christy Tolliver, Washington Wizards coach, back to All-Star form. You got last year's rookie Ariel Atkins, who got named to the All-Rookie team and the All-Defensive team. Girl came in like a beast. And last but not least, my girl, Natasha Cloud, one of my favorites. She looked really good in that new commercial, bro.
Yes, she did.
All right. We also got Emma Messerman coming back. Did you forget about her? She was gone all last year. She was out in Belgium competing with her national team.
Who?
Emma Messerman.
Who?
What? You don't know that woman? Man, look, she's an MVP candidate on the low. Her and Della Dawn are going to give us like a 2 twin tower beast type team. And she's back next year, hopefully for another MVP type season. All right. Draft is over. We drafted former Maryland guard, North Carolina star Kiara Leslie, no relation to Lisa Leslie. She actually played for Maryland her first 2 years and then transferred after she injured herself to North Carolina State. She led North Carolina to the Sweet 16 this year. Girl averaged 15.9 points a game. She's a guard. She's going to mix in really well with Christy Tolliver and Della Dawn and Ariel Atkins. I'm excited to see her on the floor this year as a rookie.
Yeah, likewise, brother.
All right. Caps. Hey, y'all. It's playoff time. It's time to chase that cup, baby. Let's get it.
Let's freaking go.
First round matchup, the Carolina Hurricanes, right? Is this a good matchup for us? What you think?
Man, I'm a little worried about this one, man. The Hurricane, they have a strong team, man. I think to be honest, I think this is the only one that's gonna really give us trouble, man. I think it's gonna be a breeze after. Not to say like it's nothing, but I think this round we gotta really focus to get out of, man. I think it's gonna be a little trickier than what people think.
I agree with you, man. Hey, the Carolina Hurricanes are the hottest team in the NHL right now. Since the All-Star break, they're 22-9-1. All right. The good thing though for the Caps, we swept them this year. They did not beat us not once, and we just recently won a home against them. And we're the second hottest team. All right, so we ain't no slouch. We're 21-9-1, and we got home ice advantage. They gotta come down to Capital One.
Champs, baby. We are the champs. I ain't feeling out going to the White House, but whatever.
I gotta agree with you though. I think this is gonna be a tough matchup, round one. It always is, but I think it's a better matchup than playing the Pittsburgh Penguins or Columbus Blue Jays. I don't want to see neither one of those teams first round.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I hope we bring back the brother. All right, Devontae Smith-Pelly, the hero from last year. It's always nice to see some diversity on the ice. Hey, he was in the underleague, getting better, getting healthier, and hopefully we bring him up, call him up. To join us for the playoff run. He was a big impact last year. All right, so it's on, y'all. Thursday, rock the red. Hope to see y'all going crazy up there at the Capital One tomorrow. Let's get this W to start off this series.
I'm trying to go downtown and go crazy by trying to town.
Let's do it.
Let's turn it up. DC, we love y'all, man. We love y'all. And look, one more thing, man, I had to say, man.
Yeah.
Been a lot going on in the city, man, with gentrification. A lot of things going on downtown with, new people coming into the city trying to change the culture. We just had a thing downtown where there's a store that had been playing our cultural go-go music for over 25 years that was asked to turn their music off. Shout out to Tony Lewis Jr. and all the go-go heads, Big G, all the bands, all of y'all that supported. Went down to Reeves Center yesterday, showed out. They got that music back on. They turned it down, but it's back on. And I show y'all when we get together, we can do anything in the city, man. So shout out to the city, man, for sticking together. Let's continue to do that, man. DC or nothing.
Thank you, Wale, for coming through, too.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the Nats. Man, we faced some adversity so far this year, bro. Through the first 10 games, we lost Trey Turner, broke his finger on a bunt attempt. Seemed like our bullpen can't get anybody out. We're struggling on the bullpen once again this year. And hey, our new ace, Patrick Corbin, got blasted. 3 home runs against the Mets, 3 solos. And then we lost Bryce, and then Bryce comes home hitting home runs against us, man, beating us in our own stadium. It's hard to see him in a Phillies jersey, man. It's killing me seeing him in a Phillies jersey. And it hurt even worse for the Phillies to beat us. But on a positive note, we're getting it back together. Michael Taylor, back off the injury list. Our prospect Victor Robles is a beast. The boy is balling so far this year. Yeah. And you can't say enough about Anthony Rendon. The man has 4 home runs and 11 RBIs in the first 10 games. The
I don't
boys
miss
playing like an
Bryce.
all-star.
I don't miss Bryce.
Hey, I definitely don't miss him tonight.
Now, the first couple games we lost, I was like, oh man, I wanted to call.
It hurt.
Man, I was like a crackhead. I was like, come on, man, we got to get Bryce. But what we 5-5 now?
We're actually 6-5.
6-5. Okay.
Tonight we get a big victory over the Philadelphia
That's
Phillies.
right.
Now we started off the series
Phillies.
losing to the Phillies. We lost 4-3 in the first game.
Yeah.
But the second game looked like we were about to lose again. We were
Yeah.
down 6-1, and then our offense exploded, and we ended up tying the game 6-6 and went to extra innings. And then my man Juan Soto, our new star, hit a 3-run homer to put us up 9-6 in the 10th inning. Hey, in the top of the ninth, Bryce Harper actually had a chance to beat us, but he struck out. Sound familiar?
Hello.
All right.
3:30 that, baby.
Tonight we crushed the Phillies. We didn't even need the bullpen. We won 14-0. Rendon had 3 more RBIs to add to his 11 total. It gives him 14 now over 11 games. And since Tuesday, since we were down 6-1, 20 runs to 0 against the Phillies.
Yeah,
Take that, Bryce.
and it actually went to 20-1. It ended 14-1.
Oh,
in the
they
last
got
inning.
one? Oh, they got one.
Yeah, District
Oh,
Sports Report,
they
baby.
got one. They
Live,
got one. They
baby.
got one. They got
14-1, baby. We updated, baby. We know what's going on.
All right, as the NFL draft approaches, man, let's talk a little bit Redskins, man. So everybody's talking about Josh Rosen is the favorite for us to trade for, since Cardinals are rumored to be after Kyle Murray for their number 1 pick from Oklahoma. So I would gladly take this boy, Josh Rosen. A lot of the NFL analysts are saying that if he was coming out this year, he would be the top-rated quarterback. All right, he had a rough rookie season. You know, the Cardinals had a terrible offensive line. I wouldn't mind having that boy for a 2nd or 3rd round pick. But there are some prospects out there, and the Redskins are doing their due diligence bringing these boys in. So we've worked out that boy Haskins from Ohio State.
Yeah,
We worked out that boy from Duke, who's like 6'5", 220. What's that boy's name from Duke, man?
Oh, man, I can't remember, man.
Oh, I got it. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones.
I'm
Daniel
so
Jones.
out of it with them, bro. Like, I'm just like, man, look. Get a quarterback and let's move on. I know Alex hurt. I know it's not easy. I'm not a fan of Keenum. I'm not a fan of Rosen. Like, I'm not a fan of them, bro. Get us a diamond in the rough, man. Get something from the draft, man. I'm not with it, bro. I'm against that. I got to disagree with you with that, bro.
Hey.
I'm not feeling it.
Rosen was the top QB coming out last year. He was highly rated than the boy that went to the Jets. He was more highly rated than the boy who was the other big-time quarterback that came out last year. Where'd they go?
I'm about to say, but he ain't no Mahomes. And
He's not no Mahomes.
He ain't none of them
But
good
you get
rookies
that
that's
boy
doing
in line. That
something.
boy got a lot of moxie, man. They had a lot of comparisons to Aaron Rodgers from that Rosen. He got a little chip on his shoulder, too, from coming off a bad year. Don't give up on that boy Rosen. I'm telling you, if we get a 2nd-round pick, you groom him under Keenum, I think you got a good quarterback, man.
Groom him under Keenum.
Yeah, Keenum's a good veteran quarterback that can help groom a quarterback, show him how life is in the NFL, show him how
He
to
got
process,
lucky to get
show him
put
how
in.
to read defense.
He got lucky to get put in the offense in Minnesota with all of those threats. Me and you could have stood back there and threw it to all of them. Thielen, Diggs, anybody could have went back there. RG could have went there and did something.
I don't know. Kirk Cousins didn't do as well back then.
Man, we talking about Kirk Cousins. We know what he do.
Hey, Case Keenum is not the answer, but Case Keenum is a good stopgap. And he's a good guy for a rookie quarterback to work under.
And he's a guy that throws a pick at the wrong time. Oh, that sounds like Kirk Cousins.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I'm not with you, bro. I disagree with that one, bro.
Hey.
And we disagree all the time, trust me.
All right.
So I ain't with that one. And then look, we're going to have to place a bet on that. Because if he stink it up, we're going to have to put a wager on that.
What y'all think out there? Should we sit around and wait to see who comes to us in the draft? Or should we make an RG3 type move and move up and try to get Murray, try to get Haskins? Hey, the thing I like about the boy Daniel Jones from Duke is he's a dual threat. He can run, but he's big. He's 6'5", 220. He can take the punishment. Hey, I wouldn't mind taking a rookie quarterback, but I wouldn't mind having a guy that's had a year in the league either, coming in with a little bit of experience.
Give me a rookie, baby. Start over. We already starting over, start from scratch. I watched him last year. He had some bright points. Like you said, he didn't have a line, but he made a lot of rookie mistakes.
That's rookies do.
He didn't. And what, Johnson was hurt? What?
Yeah, they didn't have Johnson.
Yeah,
they didn't
I
have
know.
Johnson.
They didn't have nothing.
They have nothing.
They didn't have a quarterback.
Nope.
They didn't have nothing.
Nope.
All they had was Fitzgerald, and he was on his way out the door.
Exactly.
So, I mean, whatever. He's still a bum.
We'll see.
I don't want him or Keenum.
All right. Next up, Merlin Terps. Just want to give a quick shout out for you guys. You tried your heart in the tournament. It's all good. We'll come back next year. The thing that I'm excited about, sticks. Sticks is returning for a sophomore season, not declaring for the draft. I think it's a great move for you, boy. Get another year education and keep riding this Maryland Terrapins wave. Let's get this thing. Let's get this tournament bid next year. See if we can go a little bit further than we went this year.
That's right, man. Maryland a great school, man. I love the DMV area, man. And I don't really say DMV, but that's for y'all, man.
I say DMV, and the V is for VA, Virginia Cavaliers. Gotta give them some props. Them boys, man. Hey, look, I'm telling you something. Hey, kids, let me tell you something. There's no such thing as failure, all right? These boys lost to the number 16 seed last year as the number 1 seed. The first NCAA team that has ever done that. It was a complete embarrassment. Wasn't a close game. Got blown out.
Man,
blown out, right? So that's the type of thing that can crush you as a player, can crush you as a coach, can crush you as a whole university. But you know what? They took it as a loss. They took it as a learning experience. They bonded. They had a common goal this year, and they came back and won the chip, man. Cut down the nets. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the sprint. It's about the marathon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The marathon continues. R.I.P. Nipsey. Hey, victory lap, baby. Cut down them nets. That's how you do.
Shout out to VA, even though we don't want to ride out there because of those police.
Hey, the Commonwealth don't play.
Yeah, they
but
don't.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all, VA.
We are. We ain't riding out there, though.
Hey, next up, we're doing a lot of playoff previews. NHL, NBA, about to get that championship swag going on, so tune in. Don't forget to like, comment, and send us some questions, man. Let us know what you're thinking about out there, DC.
And look, if y'all watch the show, y'all see us on the street, be sure to come up and say something, man. We are the most friendliest dudes in the world, long as you respectful, baby.
All right. Love y'all. Peace out. District Sports Report, signing off.